Joining me now is Chris Whipple in his first broadcast interview since his two-part Vanity Fair piece landed. He's also the author of the New York Times bestseller, The Gatekeepers, How the White House Chiefs of Staff Define Every Presidency. Chris, thanks for being with us.
Yeah, great to be here.
A lot to talk about. First of all the things Susie Wiles told you, what surprised you the most?
You know, Anderson, this was one of those cases as a reporter in your career when lightning strikes. And it was astonishing to me the extent to which she was unguarded and freewheeling on the record all the time. I've covered, as you know, I wrote a book about the Biden White House where everybody was on deep background requiring quote approval. Quite the opposite in this case. Susie Wiles in 11 interviews over 11 months.
That's how many there were, 11 interviews over 11 months.
11 in-depth interviews in which she was on the record. Everything in the article was on the record.
Were you recording every interview?
I recorded every interview.
Even ones that were on the phone. There was one where she was doing laundry, apparently.
Yeah, everything is on tape.
Did she know this was for Vanity Fair? Did she think this was for a long-term book that you were doing?
She knew I was working on a book at the outset. When I told her that Vanity Fair had agreed to do a piece, to publish a piece, she was all in and enthusiastic about it.
Why? Because she is so legendarily averse to being out front.
That's why I say that this was lightning striking. It's amazing to me. First of all, I think that she is the most fascinating person in American politics, not only because she ran a brilliant campaign and brought Trump back from the dead to win the 2024 election. She's the first female White House Chief of Staff. But in addition, she's kind of the Greta Garbo of White House chiefs. I mean, she's never on camera, rarely on camera, hardly ever gives interviews, and yet she did. I think it's because, all I can tell you is what she told me. She felt the Trump 1.0 had been unfairly covered, that Trump was vilified.
During the first administration.
During the first administration. She wanted a fair hearing, and I think she thought she would get one.